Just want to say that you mean more than the world to me.
High school with, we had got back in touch with each other, and I referred to him in the wrong light.
Right.
And he was like, "I'm a transgender woman," and I was like,
it's a
and I really didn't know what it meant exactly. So I was like, okay, like I have a lot of gay friends, I got a lot of lesbian friends, bisexual, but I was like, I didn't want to disrespect him, so I was like, okay, or disrespect her. So I was like, okay, you let me know how to come at you.
See, the thing is, it's a lot. Like, the terms and everything, like, you have to use the right terms. So, you know, I think we're moving towards a society that's very accepting of that. But see, the whole thing is if they still have their male genitalia, you know, they don't consider other men that are attracted to them gay. And, you know, so it's very, very weird. Yeah, but you have to love and accept people how they come. And you know, I love him.
He accepted you and you accepted him, so it seemed to work out really, really well.
Absolutely.
So let's see. Out of the cast members on the show, give me a positive and a negative about, let's say, the main ones, Miss J.
A positive, Miss J, I think I think Miss J has a kind heart. Like, at the end of the day, I think she's very forgiving.
Okay.
I would say that.
Okay. What's the negative?
The negative is she tries to be everybody's mama.
Okay. Okay. What about Mia?
Mia, I would say Mia's positive is she's inspirational, and she's a great person to get advice from, and a great person that will listen to you.
Okay.
And a negative would be she's emotional. Like, I'm emotional too. So, but she's emotional driven, so she acts on her emotions before logic. I would say that.
Okay. And we saw that on the show.
Yeah.
So what about Corey?
Corey, a positive, he can do hair.
Okay.
Corey can do some hair. The negative is he's not comfortable in his sexuality. Like, he's a homosexual male, but he wants to portray that he's straight.
Okay.
And me being ultra feminine, it tested his womanhood. And that's why he was so, I'm going to get you out of here. But if he was just true to himself, then he wouldn't have felt threatened.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because it was really, really, he almost kind of seemed like the villain in the show, because it's like he kept coming after you, and then not only, it's okay to not like someone, I feel like, but he was like purposely coming at you and trying to get you kicked out the school, and then you could tell he was like a teacher's pet basically to Miss J, Mama J, just by the Mama J thing.
Exactly.
So, and I'm happy that she did. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all have to get caught up. But I'm happy that she did put him in his place a couple of times when he did get out blind, because it's kind of needed. Because he was kind of going a little bit far, and it could have got to the point where he physically put his hands on you.
Yeah, that was the last straw.
Right, and Mia got out that tape.
Baby, don't mess with her, Queensley.
Oh my gosh, she got out that tape. Now that was funny. If she would have tasted,
she wanted to.
Oh my God!
It was on high voltage,
and that hat came off, because I was always wondering what's going on under that hat. Like, what's under the hat? And
now you see why he looked like George Jefferson. You know he's only 21.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, but yeah.
Okay.
That's the shade.
Well, at least he can do some hair. Okay. So let's get into real quick. What type of relationship did you and Miss J have?
We didn't really have one.
Okay.
Like, we really didn't get a chance to have one. I came into the school being my authentic self, and the students didn't like me. Yeah, well, girl, that's some tea. The students didn't really like me, and so it kind of drew a wedge between me and her from the jump. Because, you know, you're new, and I've been having these students, so I'm going to take their word for it, and I'm not going to. So we didn't really get a chance to have a relationship. What you saw was what you got.
Were you able to get your license?
No.
Okay. What's the plan with it?
Well, I don't know right now. I'm in limbo. My career has taken a different path for me right now. I'm actually getting a chance to focus on what my gift is and not just my talents. So, yeah, I really don't operate in my company right now. I'm singing and I'm traveling, so I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I'm just in waiting.
Right. That's. I mean, hey, it's really cool, because I mean, if you get your license, that was towards getting better and progressing in like in the hair career,
right,
and cosmetology, but now that you're doing singing,
right,
you don't really need the cosmetology license.
And
so
thanks to Oprah, I don't have to be the hairstylist. Like I can get someone to be my hairstylist, and I can put out my wig line that's coming out very soon.
Right.
You get
but
what
if
I'm saying?
you need to be a hairstylist anywhere, get around, you know how to do
Fall
hair.
back. Yeah.
Right. Someone's stylist don't show up for a show. Be like, hey, girl,
she can whip it herself.
Right. Beyonce, I got you. Be like, girl, come over here. Let's get these cornrows in his head and throw a wig on.
Okay.
But okay. So what about Mia? Did she get her license?
No.
Okay.
She didn't. She didn't get a chance to finish. I really don't know if they wanted me to say that, but at the end of the day, as you saw, the season went off, and neither one of us got a chance to finish.
Right.
So no.
All right. Because I was wondering whatever happened with that, because they can only get so much or put so much on, on air. So I was wondering. And no shade, Mia. Please do not kill me. I'm gonna get it right. Okay. I'm gonna get it right. But let's see. If you could do it all over again, would you change anything?
Absolutely not.
Okay. And why not?
Because I got the outcome that God wanted me to get.
Hello. That's all needs to be said right there. So, what is your relationship with Grace like?
I don't know Grace.
Don't know Grace. Okay. No shade.
That was shade. I don't know her. I don't do her. Don't know her.
Hold on. Hoppo, who is this one?
Okay. Who this woman?
Right. Okay. Well, Grace, I don't know.
Scratch off.
Will it be a season 2?
We don't know right now. Right now we're waiting. OWN has to say what they want to say, and Park Slopes have to say what they want to say. But from what I can tell you is we had the highest rating show that they've had outside of Rihanna. We had little to no promo, and we had ratings, and we brought a younger demographic to the OWN network.
Right.
So we should, and if not, then me and Mia will get a spinoff. Something's gonna happen.
That, and I was thinking about that. I was like, if nothing else,
Absolutely.
For sure you and Mia. The only reason why I was like, maybe not Mia, because Mia just don't give a darn. So I'm trying to cuss either because I want everybody to be able to watch this. But Mia just don't care.
Right.
So sometimes, and you like you said, she is emotionally driven, and nothing's wrong with that. But I was like, she might pop off and be like,
She might.
I'm done with
She
this.
might, and we never know until it's time to reconvene. We do not have a clue.
Right. Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because I'm like, okay, if season 2 comes, are they gonna have newer people? Is it gonna be the same people? How's that gonna go?
If they come with some new people, I don't think people will really be receptive to it, because as of now, me and Mia were the breakouts. So if they just try to cast another personality type like us, it probably won't fare well because it'll seem very fake.
Right. And it's kind of funny because I did an interview with Janelle from Bad Girls Club, and me and her actually know each other from high school. And she's a very, very sweet girl, but when she went on to Bad Girls Club, she got picked on as well, but she ended up being the breakout star and being asked to come back for another reality show and did the battle and all that. So it's crazy. It's like, I don't see why people do that, but because it didn't seem. Do you feel like you rub anybody the wrong way?
I just think I was myself, and see, when you go into environments with people who aren't very warm and they don't have a reason to smile, and even though I don't necessarily have a reason to smile because I'm going through my struggles, I know how to turn it on and off.
Right.
So when I go into places, like, you are your brand, your energy speaks for you. And walking into it, I was very like, hi everybody, like, what's going on? And it was like, who you think you is?
Right.
So that's what rubbed them the wrong way.
Okay. Well, let's keep it moving forward. Let's see. There are many times on the show where you did cry and shed a tear too. But why do you think you got so emotional? Why did it get to you?
Because, on top of my daily life, dealing with my family, you look for an escape. And I was thinking and hoping that Franklin would have been that for me, because, I'm doing something that I love to do. I'm learning. I'm getting, I'm about to be able to, achieve a goal of mine. And so what's not to be happy about, So getting there and being beat up on every single day, not just by students, but by administration as well, it got hard.
Right.
It got really hard for me.
I can really see that. I can see that. And thankfully, Mia was there to be able to help you out.
The only one.
Right. It seemed, you can see it.
The only one.
You can see it. So who was your support system in that time?
My mother. I know the viewers really didn't get a chance to see that she was on my side the whole entire time. You know, she just wanted me to achieve my goal that I've been wanting to, you know, achieve for a very long time. But outside of my mother, my grandmother, and Mia.
Okay. Okay. And I mean, I think on the show, it did show that you and your mom, that she really did support you. I think it was 1 or 2 times where she kind of got on you. But it seemed like you got probably a little bit defensive. Like, it was like, I've had enough of people telling me what to do and how to do it.
Tone it down. She been telling me to tone it down since I can remember.
Right.
And I don't want to be that girl who has to shrink. I've shrunk my whole life. I'm not shrinking no more.
And and I think that's a good message to show for younger people coming up, because it is a lot of people out there who are different and walk their own beaten path, and they still have, for me personally, like, I feel like people still have, you know, God in their life. That's like God moving through you.
Right.
And people can't seem to wonder why or see why you are moving like that. It's like, I can't help this.
Right.
Like, this is
that's ordained. That's my lane. It's my walk.
Right.
And like Jay-Z said, I was into him this morning. They tell you to be humble so they can dim your light.
Right.
Boom.
There you go. Let's keep it moving then.
Tell them
So let's see. So you did get bullied. You did get ganged up on. We established that. You know, it's probably because
I'm outspoken.
Probably you're outspoken, and I don't. It's just it was crazy to me watching that. It was really crazy, and Corey really was the ringleader. He really was.
He's Miss Franklin.
Yeah. He was really the ringleader. So it was odd to see, but it was good to see that you stuck up for yourself consistently and didn't let it get to you. And like I would have thought that at some point you would have just got fed up and be like, okay, I'm about to hit this boy. I'm about to do something back to him. And you really he did not persuade you.
Well, after he threw boo-boo dirt on me,
right,
I wanted to.
Right, you should have.
Everybody say that, but people would have been going in on me. I wouldn't have won that. He's a man at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know my place as a woman.
Right.
But that was an opportunity for me to tax that ass because he gave me a real reason. But I decided to keep it cute. People are watching me. People are looking up to me at this point. And in my heart, I felt so. So I had to be, you know, an example.
Right. And you did that. You did do that. So let's see. Speaking about your family, let's get into your background really quick. Let's see the who, what, when, where, and why Queensley came about. Okay. So, who is Queensley Felix?
Queensley Felix is a outspoken, vivacious, bubbly, high energy person. I love people, and I'm all about positivity and brown girls and giving brown girls a face and, you know, championing on, you know, the positive perspective of black women and not the negative perception of black women. Right. That's who Queensley is.
Okay, awesome. And where were you born? Are you a native of Houston?
I was born here, and I relocated to Atlanta at a young age, and I lived there up to 12 years old, and then we moved back here. Okay. So I've been here since I was 12.
Okay, so pretty much.
I'm a Houstonian.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 26.
Okay, all right. Well, that's right around my age. I'm 25.
See?
Yeah. Hey.
Fab.
And so, what's your ethnicity?
I am Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian American. My father is from Benin. I'm Edo. And my mother is from America.
Okay. All right. Really, really cool. So on the show, we got to see your mom and your relationship with your mom and your siblings. What about your father? Do you have a relationship with him?
No, I don't. I don't really know him that well. I've met him maybe top 4 times in my life. The killer part is I look just like him, and his name is Kingsley.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I don't even know that man like that. But I love him, you know. I love him, but I don't know. We don't have a relationship.
Right. That's really interesting, the names. It's really, and how did the name
My mama being drunk in love, dangerously in love, and crazy in love. She wanted to, you know, she loved him. And so she was just like, I want to name you after your father. And at that time, Queensley wasn't common.
Right.
So she went with it.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So, what's some other questions? Okay, we did see your siblings on the show. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2.
2?
2 younger brothers, and I'm the oldest girl.
Okay, so you're the oldest girl. And we saw the struggle that you had with one of your younger brothers, right? Can you talk a little bit about that and how it is for you?
Well, I have a disabled brother who can't walk or talk. And, you know, it changed our lives because we had to stop and drop everything in order to make sure that he had the best life possible.
Right.
And so, you know, it took away from my childhood. Like, I didn't get a chance to do dance and, you know, choir and stuff like that, and field trips. Like in high school and middle school, I would have to leave and come straight home. My mom would work long hours. So, you know, the transition all happened at once. She got laid off of her job for 12 years, and now she's a homemaker. So she's there with my brother, and I'm able to do what I'm doing now to try to provide for us. But everything I do is for them. They're my why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we got to see that. That was really, I like that they showed that at least a little bit of your life in the show, so we can kind of get to know a little bit more about you. And I think that sometimes when you don't know someone's background, their history, of what they're going through behind, like, you know, all the glitz and the glam, you know, you kind of judge them prematurely. Exactly. And seeing that, it was like, okay. You know.
I was grateful for that.
Right.
Because after people got a chance to see my story, their response changed. Oh, well, you know, not, she trying to be Tamar, who she thinks she is.
It's like ever since Tamar got her fame, which kudos to her.
I agree.
But it seems like ever since she got on to TV, everybody who's loud or outspoken,
she ain't the only one.
Right. It's
she
like
is
there's
not
a whole
the only one.
there's a whole subcategory of women like this, and men. So let's see. Do you think you have a lot of friends?
I have a lot of friends. If you call a lot like a handful, yeah. I think that's a lot, because a friend to me is someone in the middle of the night when my tire is blown and it's 5 and I'm drunk, you know, trying to make it to the house. Don't drink and drive. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, a little past my limit, I can call somebody and they'll get up out their bed for me. Right. So I value loyalty and friendship. So I'll say I have a good 4 or 5.
Okay. Okay.
That's enough.
Right. That's really good. And speaking of having someone there for you, are you dating?
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not dating.
Okay.
It's hard in the life that I'm in and the type of woman that I am. I know exactly what I want, and you can't cut no corners with me. Right. And I'm not dealing with your excuses. There's one guy that I have my focus on. He's Nigerian. Oh, and yeah, he's really sweet.
To me, Lord knows I've never